Hi guys, welcome back. Hopefully a lot of you have subscribed to the channel and have been able to watch my city as it grows and expands. Usually my videos will take a small section of the city and then go into greater detail, show you some of the hidden Easter eggs and the interiors of the modular sections and what forth. Today's video will be an overview of the entire city, since I've updated it quite a bit since the last time I made a video that covered the entire city. We'll start with the amusement park that has a working roller coaster, Ferris wheel, carousel, and fairground mixer, plus a couple trains. One that you'll see right now going on the upper level. That one goes around the entire city. And then if you look to the right side of the screen, you'll see another one that goes in front of the waterfall. That's a second train that goes around about half of the city and through some of the mountains. Here's a different angle where we can see the roller coaster, the train on the top level going around the entire way, and then the other three official LEGO licensed stuff: the carousel, Ferris wheel, and mixer. Okay, now we take a look back at the first angle. Now I've done a little bit more since that video that you just saw. First, you can see the train on the lower level in action, and how it comes from the other way, goes through the mountain, and then back from where it came. And then there on the bottom left hand, I just added a little picnic site scene. The pirate ship, I added that about a month ago, there in the background. There is the top level train that I said, that one goes around the entire city in one big loop. The other thing that I did recently was added a bunch of the grass pieces and a bunch of trees here to kind of fill in that empty spot next to the roller coaster on the top. And as you saw, it takes about 30 or 40 seconds for that train on the lower level to make an entire loop around its city. Here's a shot from the middle of the amusement park where you can see the train on the lower level going around. The three LEGO sets, all in working condition, all working off battery packs. And then you get a look at how I did everything in the middle of the park with those light green base plates and then reddish brown plates all around to make a trail for people to walk on. And now a different angle. This way we're looking back towards the big coaster to the right hand of the screen. On the left side, you see a second roller coaster. It does work, but it's not automated yet. My plan is to eventually tear it down, make a much bigger coaster, then hook it up to a battery pack so that it runs on itself. In the middle of the screen, you see a lake that then goes into a waterfall that pours down into the ocean that goes through the rest of the city. To the left of the lake is a stage for a rock concert, and to the left of that are bumper cars. Here is an angle from the back side of the park. This is though I'm standing in the water, looking in the opposite direction from the earlier part of the video. I've turned off all of the attractions to save on the battery life. But we can see there's that second roller coaster, the bumper cars there, and the parking lot. On the lower level, we see the train that goes around and in front of the waterfall, and then would cut inside the mountain and then back around and comes back towards the waterfall again. There in the rowboat is Sloth getting away with the treasure from the pirates. And on this side is the picnic areas and Star-Lord and Rocket over there who've just landed. Here on the other side of the city, the farm, including farmhouse, silo, barn, cornfield, dad and son in a canoe at the bottom. And then we spin around. We'll see right there is one of three sets for the Spider-Man bridge, and above it is the neighborhood housing. Moved over a little bit, there we can see the train on the top level going by. A different angle of that farm we just looked at, with the Spider-Man bridge that gaps from the neighborhood housing to the backside of the amusement park. Now we'll rotate back around so you can get a look at the neighborhood. I have some work to do there on the left side behind all of the houses. I want to fill that in with some green grass, and then I got to expand the mountain area to connect it from the forest up to the top, down to the bottom where the farm was. Now we're getting our first look at the beach, the farm, and the modular section with a new backdrop behind it. And here comes the train out through the mountain, actually right underneath Scarlet Spider. And then it goes in front of the forest above the beach, disappears back into the mountain. You can kind of see it in the background there for a second as it goes behind the modulars. It'll come out of a cave on the other side, and that's where it goes over to the amusement park and does its turn through there and back this way. So we'll see it on its return there into the cave underneath the modulars, and then out this way and around. Backing up a little bit so we can see the Statue of Liberty, and then the train on the upper level come through, goes over the Spider-Man bridges. Back to put into context where everything is, there's the farm to the right, the neighborhood in the back, which loops around to where the beach and the forest are on the way to the other side where the modular section is. So again, I used 3 different sets of the Spider-Man bridge to make that one, which then takes it, if you were to look all the way to the left, you'd see the amusement park. Alright, now we'll take kind of a panoramic view of this side of the city. First, we start with the modular section where I have a bunch of mods and a bunch of mocks that are on a couple different levels. They're at the top with the Italian restaurant, the pet shop, the theater, the assembly square, all that. Underneath it, the bottom level had some more mocks and the town hall. If you see the pink Cadillac, it would go straight and take a left down a hill where there's some more modular buildings over in front of the mocks to the construction site. To the right of that is the forest and the beach, and to the right of that is a soccer field and then the neighborhood houses. Getting closer to the modular section, here's the part I was talking about that drops down, and then you'll see all of these are actual mocks, including Peter Parker's apartment there. There's a video I posted a couple months ago that shows you the interior of that, which I really liked. And there's a museum that I just built a couple weeks ago. A lot of that is new stuff that's happened in the last month or so, including that construction site and then some of this beach area. Like I said, this is the part that's most incomplete, as I need to add the mountains and then fill in that empty spot behind all of the houses here in the neighborhood. And now we'll just take one last look of the entire city by following the train on the lower level as it goes around and through the amusement park and then eventually heads over to the modular section around the beach and back. As we watch it going from site to site, I'd just like to say that right now my city is around 400 or so square feet. It's in my basement. Now admittedly a lot of it is the base plates for the water through it all, but I like the setup I have currently because it allows me to go from one place to another. I wouldn't be able to reach those middle parts or that beach in the back if I weren't having that water in the middle that I could walk on and get back through it. So if I ever change it up, I don't know if I'm going to keep it the same way to where it's ground level or if it's elevated. Other than that, I'm just shy of 950 minifigures. So pretty good population for the city, all spread out. A decent amount of them are inside modular, so there are a lot that can't be seen. Also a lot in line at the movie theater and the amusement parks. Next time I do a video, I got something else planned where I'm showing some of the Easter eggs for the Infinity War. Thanks.